effective teacher. There is a long debate about punishment in the schools in the East and also the West. In the Pakistani context, there are different schools of thought as well regarding punishment. Some schools they believe in giving physical punishment to the students. Some schools do not believe to be giving physical punishment to their students at all. And there is a possibility that some schools are having a limit to the corporal punishment or physical punishment and are following a few stages of punishing the students in a way that they may be asking them to do some extra lessons or extra work or some extra learning, and by staying after school in the school in order to make up for their loss. Teachers who use less physical punishment are better teachers than those who use physical punishment more often and more severely. Mostly in the world, the punishment which is supposed to be physical punishment and bringing some sort of torture to the student is banned. But however, we do see that in Pakistan, we do come across students who say that they were physically beaten up or they were given some sort of mental or physical torture because that was the part of the punishment that they were given due to some misconduct or misbehavior, or if they have missed any lesson or they have not done their homework. This type of punishment is given to the students in the Pakistani context. It is considered that those who are giving less physical punishment are better teachers because they are having more patience towards the misconduct and the mistakes being made by the students. Therefore, even when they get annoyed and they are upset on the performance of the students, they try to punish their students, but that is not very often. It is just only rare and few times that they like to punish their students. These teachers are considered to be more effective in their teaching, although some schools of thought they think that more punishment given by the teachers, the students they learn more because they are afraid of getting the punishment by the teacher, which could be very severe and very often. But the study says that less punishment encourages the student to behave in a better way and the conduct is improved because the student knows that the teacher is very patient and is taking care of the student and not causing any harm physically or mentally to the student. So that is why those who are using physical punishment more do not have the skills to be patient and accept the flaws and mistakes made by the students. And they emphasize more on giving punishments and threatening the students, scaring them to do things. And they believe that if the student will be scared and afraid of the punishment, then he will be able to do his work effectively. Teachers who systematically cover the textbooks and cover more chapters are better than teachers who don't teach the books in sequence and cover fewer of chapters. That is another area of being an effective teacher. It is said that teachers who are covering this syllabus systematically, that is, after chapter 1, they do chapter 2, because they believe that there is a link between chapter 1 and chapter 2. And after the students will be able to do chapter 1 and chapter 2, only then they will be able to do chapter 3 because the curriculum has been set in sequence and therefore the textbook has to be followed in sequence. This is the example of an effective teacher who thinks that all the links are important, and in the curriculum and in the textbooks this sequence has been maintained due to a reason, and it is important for the student to go and cover the textbook and the syllabus in sequence because he will be able to follow the link and he will not get confused. Also, they believe that all the book needs to be completed. The textbook is there for the students to learn, therefore nothing has to be missed out. Whereas There are some teachers who do not teach the books in sequence and cover fewer of chapters. That school of thought thinks that they can just select the chapters according to the learning of the students and they can skip some chapters. It is not important for them to do all the chapters in the book. So that is the difference between these two types of teachers, and the teacher has to analyze how much effective learning is taking place by using either of the option.